Welcome back, everyone. When we last left off, the old FRN Pluton was being engaged by two heavy cruisers of very old classification. Currently she's keeping pace with them. We may let them just get a little bit closer, but we will bring Pluton just up to speed a little bit more. And we will see if we can turn this fight in our favor just a little bit. Oh, so Coastal Battery 1 is right in the Port du Calais. Okay. What about you? 5? No, you're 4 inch. 4 inches. 6. Oh, surely there must be something. What are you, 4? You are 4 inches. Okay. Nope. We will see. We will let this play for a little bit. Well, our airships are reporting the enemy cruisers, even though we're already in sight with them. Now my current plan is to try and just drag the fight out over here. Hopefully the destroyers don't do anything too silly. And we'll be able to fight them underneath the guns. Oh. Where did you go? Had enough, apparently. Now, I would have loved to have some land-based aircraft, but unfortunately... What are you opening fire at? One airship crashes. Brilliant. Oops. Oh, one of our destroyers got hit. No, the Austrians do not appear to be interested in coming out past the Cape of Brittany. And I would have loved some naval guns at Brest, but the game has decided not to spawn them in that way. Darkness falls, and we'll try and have Pluton put some hits on. No, Pluton's just not having a good time. Well, we'll end this here. A indecisive and marginal, perhaps marginal victory for the Austrians. There's not a lot Pluton could have done about that. However, we will carry on. We're hoping we can get some of these redoubtables out fairly soon. In fact, we may just accelerate construction. We can accelerate 2 of them. Very well. Ooh, we have sunk one of their battleships via submarine. Excellent. And our kill count on merchants continues to climb. Both of our raiders are making good work in the Mediterranean. This is going very well. Cruiser action. 5. We will accept. We are going straight strike in at the heart of the enemy. Oh god, it's Chansey again. Chansey, don't turn around and go in the wrong direction this time, please. We have another French cruiser division. French support force. It is another heavy cruiser. Okay. Along with a light cruiser in the area as well. Okay. Well, we'll see what this is. Very old light cruiser. Only 4 inches. Well, we can probably take that. Oh, we have reports of a battle cruiser, which would definitely be no bueno. Let us just check. Fleets of the world. Oh, wrong one. Where are you? Fighting ships, Austria-Hungary. You do have 2 battle cruisers. 1 battle cruiser. Starting to get a little busy. Oops. Fucking you. Reckons they spotted the submarine. Hopefully, we can sink it. Because submarines can have interesting effects after the battle is over, including hitting and sinking ships that would have otherwise made it back to port perfectly fine. What? They'll report if they find anything down there. that is actually a battle cruiser. And it's fast. Okay. We may have been drawn into a very clever trap. .11-inch gun, so not a fantastic battle cruiser by any measure, but it's looking like another indecisive battle. Go down to cruising speed for a bit. Has no ships left at sea, so they all return to port. Well, and they hit us a few times, so they declared a marginal victory. Well, soon. I do need to check out what the hell's happening in West Africa, however, I may need to put some heavy cruisers out there. Our defense of our merchant convoys is going very well. We did lose one submarine, however, but well, these things happen. Now, eventually, all the suffering and hardship will cause the severe unrest, and we may be able to peace out. Unfortunately, it would be somewhat of a shame to peace out without a decisive, at least some sort of decisive engagement to put, oh, Chansey again, to put the Austrians in their place. Apparently we attack at dawn. Very well. Sink any two ships. Well, we can do that. I'm hoping we find some lost traders that we can do in. A trader. You sure that's a light cruiser? That's moving awfully slow for a light cruiser. Oh. Our escorts are going all over the place. Oh, we're going to go after the medium trader. Hopefully our destroyers will take care of the small one. Oops. We're getting hit by an 11-inch battery. Okay. In fact, they have two 11-inch batteries right on top of each other, so Chansey is basically fighting a battleship she can't sink right now. Chansey just put hits in on that. Good girl. Alright, hold fire for 10 minutes. We'll come back for that small merchant ship as well. Now, 11-inch guns, old land coastal batteries tend to be a model or two behind. However, they will slowly improve as time goes on. Eventually, however, we are going to want to change to land-based aircraft. Yep. Sink any 2 ships, mission accomplished. We could evacuate. The French Navy... no, we're just going to break the Geneva Convention and say no. We're going to be greedy, and we're going to try and see what else we can pick up. Our third catch of the day. Oh, he's fast though, we might lose him. How big is that? 20 knots, 600 tons. Yep, so the minimum, basically a minimum sized little corvette. Very cute. Corvettes tend to, they're basically cheaper. Oh, no. Oh, we have lost a destroyer from a mine that was out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, a very clever trap set by the Austrians. We'll have to wait for her to sink a little bit more, and then we can try and pick up survivors. Just wait until another destroyer feels like picking up a survivor, guys. Yeah, sometimes this happens. You can circle them round and round, and they just decide, no, we're not going to pick up survivors this time. Well, I think we've gotten all we can get away with, and we've lost a destroyer in the process. As usual, victory is mixed with failure. Damn shame about that destroyer, but hopefully it balances out. Yep, night's falling. So basically the French Navy just spent a day just beating the shit out of whatever dared roam out of port. There must be something still out here, because the game hasn't ended the scenario yet. There we go. Well, major victory, apparently. If they say so. Oh, there are land batteries all over the place. Look at all of them. Blimey. Trying to stage a naval invasion will be interesting very quickly. Oops. Excellent. Gain 1 prestige. Thank you very much. So we were going to send something over to West Africa to put a stop to that nonsense. What is over there currently? Forbin. We will send Montclaim. Go over there and put a stop to this Austrian silliness. We should not let them off lightly. Yep, this is one war France won't walk away from. Ooh, hello. I'll be honest, I'll auto-resolve this. Yep, good girl. Radar intercepts tend to be one of those things where there's a lot of time just spent chasing ships around the place. Without a whole lot being done. Food is becoming scarce. Good. Suffer for your foolishness. I'm becoming concerned about the loss of submarines. However, there is still a large enough fleet, although next turn, if we can get one of those battleships out of the way, I will probably commission some more submarines. Cruiser battle. We will see. What do we have? We have 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers. No, 3 heavy cruisers. Okay. So this may be a large battle. They should outnumber us in theory, but we'll have to see. We will turn that to AI control. Go to squad max, and we'll go towards the enemy. Well, I told you to go to AI control. There you go. They can't decide if they wish to engage or not. Those look like they're destroyers. That might be a heavy cruiser, even though it's been tentatively identified as a battleship. Yep. And just what are you made of? You are one of the older classes. Very well. We would very much like to fight you if you would very much like to fight us. I thought so. The only thing I am worried about, however, is that battle cruiser, simply because of the sheer freaking size of her weapons. In fact, we may just tack this around so we're not heading directly towards them. Starting to get some hits on her. If we can take out their battle cruiser, that would be very good. And the thing is, she is capable of deciding the engagement. Oh, she has decided to flee. Very well. We cannot catch up to her. However, we can put the pain a little bit upon this heavy cruiser. Oh, yep, she is. If she's not hurt him already, she will be soon. Oh, some of our destroyers are taking a little bit of pain. Oh, hello, Fian. Here you are. Hee. I'm not sure what you're doing actually. What are you part of? Not sure. Are you part of this group? Yes, yes you are. Okay, so we want you to go to support. And make sure you go to support as well. Awesome. I'll just maneuver Chansey just a little bit, as I do not like the smug aura of those DDs hanging around so close. How are you doing, Chansey? You are okay? A little bit of damage there, and you're perfectly fine. Alright. I would like to get some hits on some of these light cruisers. But it looks like we are chasing up the Austrians quite well. I do not like these maneuvers that these French support ships are pulling off. Oops, okay, so we will begin taking evasive action just to make ourselves a slightly harder target, even if it does give the enemy ship a chance to lose us. Ships are starting to run out of ammo. We have knocked out one of their destroyers. I would love to put more fire down on that heavy cruiser and knock out at least one French ship of the line. I should bring this up since it's our first major battle. The red line is, so if I click the ship you'll see a red line. The red line is the ship's main battery, what the ship's main battery is trying to target. The yellow line is the secondary target, so the smaller guns. And the blue line tends to be whatever is trying to shoot back. So at the moment the Chansey and the Adria are having a little bit of a meeting. Chansey, how are you doing actually? You've taken a few hits. You're doing fine. Oh, Destroyer is going suicidally close. Chansey is making a pretty daring little maneuver here. I would love to get rid of that destroyer. Oh, looks like we've hit the rudder. That is a lot of guns on a small little ship. I suspect there's some AI cheating going on there. She's been punished for her arrogance, as the entire French fleet basically does a drive-by with a bus. Yep. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits from many guns. That ship, there's probably less of a ship now, more like a floating bit of scrap metal. Our ships are not reporting that they're down to 30% ammo just yet. I would like you to turn. I would like you to turn. She's lost her destroyer escort. We have that was probably ammunition warning from another ship. Oh, Yatagan, you have every destroyer is sacred. Every destroyer is pure. If a destroyer is wasted, Jimmy becomes quite irate. You may just run straight. The AI may just run it straight into an island. Oh, that's clever. we may catch ourselves a French ship of the line after all. The captain who brings me the head of the enemy captain will want for little. However, let us just check. 23% ammunition. It probably means they may be stuck trying to fire high explosive at this thing. But we'll see what happens. Yep, he's not having a good time. And with that cliffhanger,